What's up? Feels good to be home. Feels good to be home. It's nothing like being home. I got a touchdown with my barber today. But I'm here to answer all y'all questions. You know, don't forget to hit the super chat button, make a super donation, as I'm here to answer your questions, the fans. So this video is exclusively for you, as I'm here to just answer your question. We're gonna touch on the Grant Hill injury in the video. I thought I did. Am I ever getting married? I don't know. If I can find a chick to act right enough for marriage, marriage is a big thing. I'm going for the Bulls like my entire family is. Joe's just talking. That's all he's doing right now. He's spinning his wheels because he didn't want to play ball, and Joe don't like to be told what to do, which I understand. But then, you know, don't sign yourself to a boss. You know, you sign yourself to a boss and then think you're gonna boss the boss. That's dumb. LeVar's league is another situation in which LeVar Ball is putting basketball before education. Yeah, they're gonna make some money, and you're gonna make some money off them. You just trying to hustle them. You're gonna make your money off them. They're not gonna have any education now. Instead of going to college where they have the option, he's making it seem like every athlete that play in the NBA just go to college and just say screw school, pay somebody to do their work, and they go out in the world and play basketball for a living. What about after basketball? See, that's the cycle that's going on right now in the world. That's bad. You know, we got a bunch of kids out here, or got a bunch of players who have no idea how to keep their money. But you know, you're talking about a guy whose mind ain't all the way there. He named this kid after Carmelo Anthony, LaMelo, and then he names another one after Lonzo Mourning. You know, Lonzo. It's like, come on, man. His whole mind is wrapped and warped around basketball and sports. He's unrealistic. He's got a mental issue. Is Illmatic the best hip-hop album of all time? No. The best hip-hop album of all time is It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Not that I know of. The most underrated hip-hop album, my gosh, it's so many. I did a top 5 on it already. So look up my hip-hop top 5 playlist and you'll find it. I've addressed that, Valentine, but let me touch on it right quick. And this is why I was done with it. I never wanted to mention that guy Gene Deal's name ever again. He mentioned me, or he's referencing me in another video of his that he did. So that's the only reason I bring him up. Every time he referenced my name or referenced something to me, that's when I say something. Now, of course, he's not an internet guy. He's a street dude. No one took that away from him. But the reason why I don't mention him no more, because I don't want to give him no more pub off my name. I'm done. He can go and do whatever. He can run for mayor. I can care less. I'm not mentioning this dude's name no more. This dude basically is talking about a threat. And he don't even know what he's doing, because this is the internet. He on this video that he got, he's basically saying that he can have some guy from Chicago that, you know, we all know. He names the guy and saying he can link up with them and come get me, but other guys told him, nah, chill. I'm like, he has, listen, I'm gonna say this and somebody play this for him so he can hear this. Gene, that's a no-no here in Chicago. I'm gonna let you know right now, Chicago brothers, and I got a lot of people that sent me that video, and they were heated. We know the same people. Chicago, we know the same. My people hang with them. You know what I'm saying? They were very upset at the fact that you dropped their names in a situation in which they didn't got nothing to do with them, because now people around them are gonna be like, man, he dropped his name and said he can have y'all. Chicago brothers they hate to have somebody that's not from the city. You try to talk about them and use them as minions. They don't like that, bro. They don't. Like, you think you could drop a bag and have somebody from Chicago do something. You know, that's just, when you say it the way you said it, it make it look like they work for you. Like you got that kind of power, like you the chief. Dog, don't. Chicago brothers hate that. I'm gonna tell you, they hate it with a passion. It pisses them off. And I'm just saying it because I know you from out of town. You don't understand how that works. That's like me saying, I know dudes from Jersey. My dudes from Jersey will come over there. That's not cool for me to say that. And then to say their names without even really conferring with them. You know, like, dude, you know, I know people too. I got family too that know them. You know, you put them in a situation. Not saying my people finna do anything to them, that they wouldn't, unless something would happen to me. Then we all got family, is what I'm trying to tell you, dog. And we all know the same people. So it's asinine to even go down that route. You know, anybody can hurt anybody, so you don't get no points for doing that. But what we brought up was a point. Everybody keeps saying, and how he loves to tell me how I wasn't there for Biggie and all this stuff, but he wasn't there for Tupac. So, but he gets to talk about Tupac now. He went from Biggie, now he's talking about Pac. How you do that? You weren't there. I'm just pointing out the same things he said about me to him. But see, when you point out the hypocrisy, there it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it. But like I said, I'm done with that. But that's what the last video was that I made. I said, I'm going to get everything out I want to say on this video now, and I'm done. So now I'm done, and now I've explained it to you. Yes, we just addressed that, Mr. Dip. So now we can move on. We ain't got to talk about that anymore. Q-Tip or Mos Def? Definitely, I think Mos Def is the best rapper between the two. But Q-Tip and them had the better songs. Not really, but yeah, people that claim to know DJ Academics hit me up all the time and be like, guess who I know? DJ Academic. Yeah, the Bulls are gonna win. My whole family watching this as we speak. You know I'm not a LeBron James fan. I like what he does off the court for people, his people. He's done a good job there. Nothing happened to it. The playlist is still there. Go check them out. Go check out my hip hop top 5 playlist. I don't know, dude. You ain't answering your phone, so you gotta kind of wait. I've been busy, man. I'm traveling, doing things. Am I protecting Puffy? Why? What am I protecting Puffy from? What did Puffy do? You see what I'm saying? I'm more concerned about him being an owner. You taking Colin Kaepernick to the Panthers and ownership in Carolina? That's one of the biggest strongholds against him. Then your second priority, your first priority is to get Kaepernick on the team. Your second priority is the halftime show. And they're trying to win a Super Bowl and get back to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they're very worried about Puffy Combs making office decisions. They losing by 35 points, but the halftime show was rocking. Man, they had Mace and Diddy, man. That halftime show was lit. I'm not hating on the guy. Dude, get Gene Deal, get your money. I don't care. Get your money. I just had to say what I had to say about it. It's my opinion. That's why the video says my thoughts. It's just my thoughts, y'all. Right or wrong. Y'all get caught up on everything. Y'all really do. Y'all get caught and hang on and stuff. I got tons of people sending me that stuff. I'm glad I made the video and put it out so people would just be quiet. Jeez, nobody's even thinking about dude. Man, I can't even talk about Man U right now. What I witnessed was just ridiculous. I was like, I stayed up to watch that game. I just went right to bed. I couldn't take it. I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We played like crap the entire game, and we were barely holding on. And I was like, I'm telling you, that City game took everything out of us. When we got robbed by City, we came in here thinking this game was just over. And I don't like those white jerseys. Man, we got to get out of them jerseys, man. We got to get out of those jerseys. My favorite Star Wars film is The Empire Strikes Back. It's just hard to beat it. That's one of the greatest films of all time. That's why I said I'm not a dressing dude no more. It's done. I'm done. You won't see me put his name up no more. I guarantee you that. What kind of girls I like? Fine girls. If they fine, they're my type. These are the questions y'all have for me. These are actually the questions y'all have for me. Right, it's done. I've said what I need to say, Mr. Hater. Hater O'Meal. Oh, with me and will I take Joe Budden's place on Everyday Struggle? I'll answer that at a later time. Because right now, I'm going to let you guys know, since we live here in the chat, they're having private auditions. And the show might be changed, like the format. Like they're going to bring guests on the show a lot more and do interviews with the guests. Can I drop an album versus album? Eric, thank you for the $2. I'm glad you got paid. And I appreciate it. As you're the only one to hit the super chat button and make a donation, when everybody could at least put up $1. But yes, I will do one. But I won't do the ones you choose. Because you choose some of the craziest album versus albums I've ever seen. I've never hated on that guy. I just told the truth. Telling the truth right now is considered hating to you younger guys because you guys don't know the difference. And plus, that guy been doing stuff to my account behind the scenes. Ever hated on LeBron? Nope. Don't like him as a basketball player, though. What's up? I love Detroit. Got a lot of family in Detroit. Thanks, King. I appreciate that. What are my spiritual views? About what? How did I feel about that? I didn't feel no way about it, really. Lakers just won the game. I mean, Kuz got to hit 30-some points in order for that to happen. Plus, they just ran the Rockets up and down the court. That's what you got to do. No, I'm not. I'm just a lost child from Israel. So I am an Israelite, complete to the core. Apple or Microsoft, I really don't care. Whichever one is cheaper. Well, Trish Stratus, yeah, we know a lot of Trish Stratus stories, but most of them is about her eating chicks out and getting ate out by other chicks in the WWE. Yeah, her and Lita was messing around for a while. Alright, Eric, I'm gonna give you a shot. Pick an album versus album right now, and I'm gonna let the fans in here choose if that's the one we should do. Trish and Lita was, man, it was like you could have just filmed a movie back there. Everybody knew about that. Anthony Davis is not going to Boston. No, young Chris. I don't think he's still doing it. If he is, he's not gonna have the money. No, Valentine. What would I be interviewing him about? You know, what would that even be for? Net neutrality, that's a whole different type of situation. First, that it's not even, it's got to be voted on by Congress for it to stick. So it's not even a thing yet. And another thing is, it has nothing to do with YouTube. It's not going to affect people thinking like, oh, that's it, no more YouTube. What that means is, let me explain to you what it means in the simplest terms. Do you have a business? If you have a small business, let's say if you have Dora's Flower Shop. Dora's Flower Shop is a local shop in the area where people would go and they'll go to Dora's. And what happens is, because of net neutrality, is that it's neutral. Google would give you the first available choice for flowers if you're in the area, and Dora's Flower Shop will come up if you were closest, because it's the closest flower shop to you. So Dora's would pop right up. It's good for their business, which is basically off the internet, and if someone's close by, it helps them out. So they don't have to spend that much money on advertising, which they don't have anyway. Now, with this new net neutrality, is a big corporate company like flowers.com would pop up before Dora's and anybody else. All these corporates can pay to just have their company put at the top no matter what. That's what net neutrality means. It hurts the small to midtown mom and pop stores. Those small businesses are gonna get hurt. So I don't know where people are incorporating this with YouTube. And I'm like, what are they even talking about? Oh, did Eric make a selection? Shine 2000 versus y'all pick. Did he already start off wrong? Alright, I'll see you, LM. I need to be on Complex with AK. I'm trying to think to myself why. But we'll answer that later. Kanye West, whoa, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Mr. Allen. You sound like a person I know. The Massacre, all day. I'm not a big fan of that other album. To me, I think it was completely overrated. Why not be in Complex? Because I might have a complex. You see, here's the situation that I keep trying to tell y'all. Me and Joe agree on a lot of things. We agree on a lot. We're just alike in certain situations. Except for he's a little bit more grumpier and he gets in his own way. That's always been his problem. He always puts his foot in his mouth and does something crazy. Like when he jumped out there on Drake, he thought this was an opportunity for him to attack Drake. And this was going to be good for him. And I'm like, why is no one around to tell this guy this is the wrong thing? He's the guy that always got to blow something up if it's going good. Everything's like, man, it's going good. He's going to blow it up, being Joe. Because he can't play ball. And I understand that. I wouldn't want to play ball either. If I was them, playing ball would not be in my cards. My favorite soul album is my man with the lemon shirt with the lemons floating on the album. Everybody loves the sunshine. Do 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 do. Feel what you feel, what you feel, what you feel, what you feeling. Sunshine. That's right. That's right. My favorite soul album, man, you could use Mecca and the Soul Brother. You could use, man, there's a lot of good ones. It was the Group Home album. That was a good one. You hit the super chat button. Oh, thanks, LM. I appreciate that. Oh, that was some bull, Trill. That early college signing, man, that's some bull. They trying to stop Alabama's reign so much, boy, I swear. These teams, they can't have Alabama continuously dominate every year. This been their worst year, though. Boys in the Hood versus Menace to Society. Let me see. Boys to the Hood is better directed. Meaning that the impact was felt more because you gravitated more to the film and the characters. better character development. Menace to Society was just a straight up hood movie. You didn't really care what happened to Kane. You really didn't, because he was a piece of it to begin with. But you got the message at the end when he was talking. Did he care about living and dying? But at the moment he was dying, he thought about it like, yeah, I did care. But now it's too late. But everybody liked the villain characters like Old Dog and all them. Old Dog was a murderer. That's all. I mean, he had no morals about him. Oh, thugging you, Mr. Sledge. The original thugging you. You kidding? By Pac, are you kidding? I used to play that one song for like a whole, was it 1998? I played that song to death. The original, man. That might have been, not been 90, yeah, I think it was 98. It was 98. I just started listening to Tupac. I don't like the title. I don't like the title. But some of the songs is better than New Pac, I'll tell you that. That Troy Ave album, the songs are better than that I've heard. Because it's still Bootsy. Lil Bootsy. He just used the name Tupac, and I'm like, I don't like it. Come on, man. But when you're on the west side of Chicago, boy, this is what happened, boy. You gotta drive west side. You ain't driving west side. People from Chicago know exactly what I'm talking about. You ain't driving west side, you might as well forget about it. I don't even understand what the traffic could be about. None of this is making sense unless it's an accident up here. And in that case, we need to get around this, because this makes no sense. Thanks, Mr. Powell. I appreciate that. Best restaurant in Chicago? I don't know. I'm not a real big, like, restaurateur guy. You know, I'm not, like, yeah, we need to go out. Because I could tell you one. It depends on what you want to eat. You know, I'm somebody who happy with going to Leon's. You know, that's me going to the corner rib joint. A lot of people from out of town that come here, they want to get our pizza. They want to go to Giordano's and get a Giordano's type pizza. Because most of them from New York, and they be like, yeah, I keep hearing about y'all pizza. And y'all Chicago hot dogs. I'm like, man, I don't even eat that stuff. And they either want Harold's, hot dogs, or I'm like, we don't really eat Harold's like that no more. You gotta find the right Harold's to go to, where they really cooking it the right way. Because now they don't cook the chicken like they used to cook it, so it don't taste the same like old school Harold's. Like each Harold's got a number. It's like the Harold's 17, Harold's 13. The people got the same, the number Harold's that they want to go to. They'd be like, go to Harold's 11. And go and give me the What's your question, Golden Eagle? I haven't seen it. You know, I'm kind of driving and doing two things. But what's your question? The Knicks might make the playoffs. I did do that one, didn't I? Didn't I do the Crucial Conflict and Bone Thugs and Harmony? I remember doing that. And I mentioned Twister, the whole thing in there. I mentioned all of that. Yeah, Lazy and Twister ended up hooking up and squashing everything, man, and bridging everything over between the two. The whole do or die situation, because really, their beef was with do or die, and then Crucial Conflict came in and blew up and sold all them records. Even Tupac mentioned Crucial Conflict. And they came out right before Tupac died with the hey. I didn't see no $50. Yeah, Golden Eagle, you done messed up. You done told everybody you donating 50. Now, Golden Eagle has donated in the past. Twister is tongue twisting. That's not mumble rap. You gotta be a person of your word, Golden Eagle. Well, Lex, you ain't put nothing in yet either. Where's our $50, Golden Eagle? Oh, now you backpedaling. Boo. You ain't even put no donation in anyway. That was not what you said. Shame on you, Golden Eagle. Reneging. Whoa! Okay, I'ma shut up now. Okay, I'ma shut up now, Golden Eagle. Okay, I'ma shut up. Golden Eagle shut me right up. Oh, wow. Thank you, and I appreciate the love. Even from my mans who just popped in here, my man Goo Roach, the Roach that showed up, and Mr. Barnes. But man, Golden Eagle has landed. The Golden Eagle is landed. Oh my God. Wow. The Golden Eagle has landed. I'm still blown out. My favorite NBA Finals moment, last year, seeing LeBron James lose the way he did. Oh man, just to see him lose that's almost up there with my Detroit Pistons winning the NBA title for the first time. But it gotta be the 1989 NBA Finals when Isaiah Thomas finally won an NBA championship that was stolen from him the year prior. The greatest player in NBA basketball history finally won his first NBA title. Golden Eagle, even though you donated a good $50 in here, I could not say Magic Johnson's better than Isaiah. I don't think Magic Johnson would tell you he's better than Isaiah. He know better. I mean, what he had around him, if you put Isaiah Thomas on the Lakers, they would have won 5 to 6 championships just the same. Isaiah had to win with the team that he had. Look at what they had. They had to build that team. The Lakers had pure all-star talent when they came in the game. They drafted these guys. They were all-star talents. Michael Cooper, James Worthy, Jamal Wilkes, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Look how many of those people jerseys are in the rafters. Nobody was looking for Joe Dumars. Nobody was looking for Dennis Rodman. Nobody was looking for John Sally. Nobody was looking for Bill Laimbeer. They traded to get him. These are the guys Isaiah Thomas won when they end up being the greatest NBA basketball team ever to form. Yeah, what about Rodman? Rodman, he didn't go to a major school. Dennis Rodman didn't even go to a major college. After high school, he was just a janitor. He got a job being a janitor. He was got put on a team and he just worked hard. And that was whoever scouted Dennis Rodman, they knew what they were getting. What happened to the Real Brothers? It's still there. It's just that I don't have time to really do Real Brothers no more. Real Brothers used to be, I'll be on the phone talking for hours. And now that I can go live, it's like, why? I don't really need to do Real Brothers when we can go live. So it kind of defeats the purpose because I could talk about everything live. So if you can go live, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing it. But I do it because of the fans like it still. And that was weird. I did those, though. The thing about the Real Brothers series, though, I did that for y'all. Y'all, that was more entertainment for y'all than anything because my boy, he had a whole different view. So I said, okay, well, instead of me going to repeat the same thing over, I just put his view and my view out there at the same time. So now you got two contrasters of two different views looking at it, talking about the subject. So it was perfect. It didn't take off. It didn't, like, we didn't make no real money off of it. So it wasn't like I was getting paid. And then that was like hours and hours just gone. So I'm like, man, I could have been making videos. I tried to do one with one of the people on here who was begging to do one with me. I've done one with Mr. Sledge. We did Mr. Sledge Burundi on here. Me and him did a Real Brothers. And Kahari, he didn't answer his phone. His phone couldn't even accept the calls. So now I'm busy again. It's the holiday season. Right now, I'm still delivering gifts like I'm Santa. My favorite cereal, man, that changed. When I was younger, my favorite cereal was Count Chocula and Golden Grams. We could eat Golden Grams without the milk. Golden Grams was it. I remember I ate a whole box of Golden Grams in one day. Corn Pops, them little cheap corn pops. Raisin Bran is like my cereal now. You know, when you get old, you know, that's what it is. There's some sort of accident out here. And they holding me up because I gotta go to the bathroom and stuff. Captain Crunch will cut your gums up. You be chewing Captain Crunch, next thing you know, it cut your gums. That's like chewing razor blades. I don't know who designed that one. Fruity Pebbles, yeah, and Cocoa Pebbles. Tear them up. I don't even know what the other one you said. But I'm going to take the M&M show because I know that one. Damn! Uh-oh. The cops are coming. Oh, you like the conversation I had with the girl? Yeah. Well, that happens a lot. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. It was one photo I had of another girl that I used to talk to, and that was by accident. You know how you drag the photos and it brings a whole list of other photos in there? And it put all these photos in there. Because I was using it through the phone. The whole thing was, I was on the phone call. So I recorded the phone call. So when the video was made, I drugged the photo I wanted to use. I was using one photo. It drugged like a whole album of photos to fill the video up. And her picture is like at the end of it. It don't even make sense. She just wanted something to complain about. That's what she wanted. She wanted something to vent about, so she can have a reason to go off. And I'm just like, I thought she was calling to say what's up. But, you know, when you chasing pockets and wallets and all that stuff, and this is what you end up with. Oh yeah, the one you talking about? Yeah, that situation came up, and that was different. She called like 3 times that day. That conversation I just stopped it there. If Eminem battled Nas, he would not beat Nas. Let me get that straight to you right now. Eminem, he knows better than that. Let me get over it, because I'm not even trying to deal with what the police is doing. He can't beat him. He don't have the fortitude to go up against a Nas. He wouldn't even feel comfortable getting involved in a battle like that. Now, lyrically, yeah, he could hold his own and hold his weight, but Nas would put him out of his, put him in his place. Like, dude, you've been invited in here. You can't just come here like you own the place. Why are we stopped? Why are we stopped? Why are we looking at the 3-car accident? Let's go. Let's go, people. Look at this. All these people just slowing down because they want to see what's going on. I hate gapers. I hate them with a passion. There's nothing to even look at. My God. All this stuff was holding us up in traffic. Now we flowing like water. Man, get me away from these people. Because he one of the main ones. Over here gaping. I'm gonna punch him in his gaping mouth. They ain't trying to go help nobody. I'm like, if you finna see, like, you want to look over there, you want to get involved, go help. If you gonna do that. But if you just looking just to be nosy, then keep driving. This one lady, this person sitting over there hurt in a car accident. Instead of calling 911, they filming it. They like, call 911, stupid. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. 195 will come in my home. Yeah, everybody liked my last hood story the best. Temple of Boom, that was a definite classic album by Cypress Hill. It was very slept on. The artwork is sick for Temple of Boom. Those hypotheticals I can't really do. That's not really me. Can't really do hypotheticals, you know? Man, I know so many Christmas hood stories. I mean, we had Christmas fights. We had all kind of stuff. Because people don't, as kids, we don't care about nothing about Christmas except for the gifts. So for us, it's just the gifts. But now when you get older and you look back, it's hilarious thinking about all the stuff that went down up in the household. Because they be all drunk during the holidays. And our uncle be ripped. I mean, he been drinking since last night on Christmas Eve. Shoot, Christmas morning, he's still up drinking. He ain't been to bed yet. They still got Al Green going. They got the record player going. Yeah, play that record again, man. Yeah. Back then, it wasn't no skipping from song to go to this album. They play a whole album through. You gonna hear the whole album through. Ain't no moonshine. Nah, they got some Crown Royal. I'm like, let me get some Coca-Cola. Hey, get away from my chaser. What's going on, man? Yeah, he drinking up all the chaser. I mean, you can't have a soda in the house. Get that. Shoot, that's the chaser. You better get out of here Hey, man, get this kid out of here before I kill him. Man, and they sitting over there, card game, kickoff. Where I got it? No, hold on. Yeah, I cut that. You see how I cut it? Man, that shoe, man. You talking about a house that's live on Christmas? I'll be watching these Christmas stories. I'll be like, I don't know who house is like this. They be, dun, 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 we're baking cookies. I'll be, huh? Well, our house was nothing like that. Spades and gin. Come on, Sam, man. The cards ain't changed, man. Play your card. Man, you always holding up the game. Man, that's why we losing. Man, you cold, man. Sam come in there putting down the road cards. Ghetto Christmas. Yeah, we was in the ghetto. There's no doubt about that. We was in the ghetto. And we didn't know it. It's like we was broke and didn't know it. And I appreciate all the donations today from everybody. There's no reason we can't do this every day. $1, $2 every time we go live. Sex, Drug, and Entertainment is Cameron's best album. Thank you, Mr. Powell. What do I think about Tupac and DMX? Like, if they were to battle? They are two different type of rappers. That's why I never saw the comparisons of what they said with Tupac and DMX. DMX does not have the range that Tupac has. You know, DMX is more rugged, raw with his rhymes. Now, X will surprise you and come up with something real razor sharp off the top of his mind. But Pac comes from more soulful. X comes from just rugged gutter. Pac comes from more soul, more heart. Like Dear Mama. If you listen to the same type of songs they got, listen to Tupac, Lord Knows. And listen to the lyrics of that. And compare it to anything DMX has done talking about God. Lord, give me a sign. You can do any of those and listen to Lord Knows. Pac speak from his heart. He from the streets, but he speak from his heart. Where X speak from the gutter. Like, I don't know lyrically how many people could even touch Dear Mama. Do you know for years people have misunderstood the actual lyric at the end where Tupac is actually saying? People always thought Tupac was saying, you know, I appreciate it. I'm like, that's not what he's saying. And for years, I kept telling people like that's until the internet came around. And then you can look up the lyrics. But I used to get in arguments with people. I'm like, that's not what he's saying. He's using proper English. He's saying you are appreciated. You are appreciated. He said, no, you know I appreciate it. I'm like, that's not what he said. You don't even understand how things were back in that day and time. People were arguing over this line. Like, dog, that's how arguments used to be before the internet. I was like, no, he's saying you are appreciated. Meaning that you are appreciated for everything that you do. Like, if you just say, no, you know I appreciate it. That's like so vague. This is a soulful record. You are appreciated for what you've done just by saying it in the tone that he did. I'm like, don't you see the quality in what he said? It's how he said it. You are appreciated. There's no way I could pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You are appreciated. That's powerful. Of course the game is close. The Bulls a better team than these bums. Y'all don't understand. Cleveland is a bunch of bums. And the guys that can play, they're not playing to their ability because they playing out of their position because of LeBron. They got to play it the way this bum does. They got to just stand there like robots till the ball get kicked to them. And then they just got to pull up and shoot. It's the stupidest game of basketball I've ever seen in my life. There's nobody in the post, so if somebody gets a rebound, there's no other defender there for them to even battle to get the rebound. So it doesn't even matter if somebody get 10 rebounds. Steph Curry can get 10. All you got to do is just stand there when somebody misses a three, grab it. Because ain't nobody else in the post. Everybody on the three-point line. It's ridiculous. And how they try to use stats to compare players. It's like ridiculous. I tell you because I've seen the games. If you watch basketball, which most people don't, then you would see it. I just said screw this game because I had to drive and deliver gifts to kids. You know, when they open their gifts on Christmas, I want them to have their gifts. Well, yeah, if you want to believe that, Mr. Moyer, go right on ahead. But you gonna hold no weight over my other guys that came in here and donated today. They came here and they showed love. Everybody today showed me love, and I appreciate that. This is a great Christmas gift y'all gave me today. That's why I came here to answer y'all question. My favorite Bay MCs, guys, man. Short Dog, Spice One, and I can't believe like Spice. Well, that's a whole nother thing. I'll get into that. My boy Spice out in Vegas right now. Man, there's a lot of them from the Bay. Was Strange used to rap. Man, Casual was nice. Opio, all these dudes, man. The Hobo Junction, Hieroglyphic Beef. Dude, there's so many MCs because they had that Mac thing down. You got Yug Mouth, you got all the, man, so many. The Bay had it on lock. And a lot of people just didn't even pay attention. They considered it all of it Cali. When I'm like, dude, Oakland is not. I used to have to tell people that's not, because people from the East Coast, they never go to the West Coast. Most of them never went nowhere. They was proud to just stay right in their hood. That's it. They were more happy to stay right where they were. Yep, Mac Dre, you know, all these guys, man, I was fortunate to have the opportunity to be in the Bay. My cousins was out there in the Bay. My cousin live out there now. If I put who together, DMX and Big L, it would work. Big L would make it work, depending on the song. I think Boston straight. Unless you're going to trade Morris for Davis. Other than that, I would not give up my young talent for Davis at all. Davis stay hurt. Boston problem has been everybody who has played on their team has come back to spank them. Dude from the Jazz did it. Olenek has done it twice. He just, whenever they come back to Boston, man, they just there to destroy. Too Short was always going to be my favorite from the Bay. Because I was there from Too Short the longest. He was the first one I really gravitated to since 87, 86. And we used to have cassette tapes. And right there was Too Short out, and who was the best? Too Short or Eazy-E. You know, people used to have who the best rapper. And could you believe at one point Eazy-E was considered the greatest rapper, top 5 greatest rapper? He used to laugh about that. He could care less if you didn't talk. Oh, Born to Mac. Born to Mac was the first one that really came out that went nationwide. There's other songs I heard during Born to Mac. I was cracking up. What was that? Raw and Uncut and X-Rated. That was the one. My cousin had that. Raw, Uncut, and X-Rated. That was the one that came right before Born to Mac. Don't stop rapping, girl. That's your life. Talk about smoking that glass pipe. Players was the weakest, and that's the realer. But I still came hard at coke dealers. Raw and Uncut, X-Rated. Born to Mac. Life is too short is when I first went platinum. Show Dogs in the House came next, and Shorty the Pimp makes 7. Get in where you fit in. Then came Getting It, album number 10. Oh, you know I remember. Hey, I mean, come on, Golden Eagle. You know I'm Penthouse Players. All day. Tweed Cadillac. You know that's my guy. I made a video about them. They're my guys. I thought I was the Penthouse Players, baby. Shoot. Penthouse Players click. Them was real pimps. Forget what you heard. Them real pimps with a microphone. I said, no, these dudes are really pimping right now. I believe they got hoes on the stroll right now. They making this song while they waiting for them to bring the money back. Penthouse Players is really doing it, baby. Shoot, that's a real thing right there. Let me tell you the difference between a player and a Mac. A player got a chair with all the bitches in his lab. Mac has game. Every player has a name. Every player has a Mac. The bitches can't tame. I was like, they spitting game, baby. What's the difference between a player and a Mac? A player on the chair with all the bitches in his lap. Mac has game. Every player has a name. Every player has a Mac. The women can't tame. I love it. Everything was about pimping, no matter what the song was. They was gonna keep it true. Eloquent, slick, savvy conversations undoubtedly make me pimp of the nation. A power player conclusively describes me. So when you hear the rumble from the PPC, suckers speculate on how a true trail player, they kicking tumbling around but put their hands in the deal. So how you figure, nigga? You could bull it a bull hitter. You want a hit? I got the one hitter quitter. 330 degrees of jungle fever. Forget black pussy. I don't want y'all either. Got me an Italian chick on my dicky. I'm thinking about selling out because all these black hoes tripping. So what's my occupation? Yo, I sell pussy hoes. I got a booster, nymphos, sucker. Taught her every single way to play a mother. If you proper dupper zapper, she gon' sling that ass. These dudes was talking about pimping 24 hours a day. That was all they rapped about. We all can coexist without a twist. I'm a pimp. Positive image making progress. Oh my God. Pimp, baby. Positive image making progress. To all the women, I got my hand in the ussy jar. Now who's next to get kicked out the car? This money back guaranteed chick getter. Smooth host filler. Up there lugging on the Miller. Got the bank finesse, looks and brains. In a big black loud nigga lane. So tally ho, tally ho. I said it before. no insubordination out of my hoes. If you step in this way, girl, you paying what you weigh. That's what my player buddy Ray used to always say, cause I'm a Trojan and I'm rolling like Nolan. And best believe, girl, the car ain't stolen. I'm a player. Man, shoot, that's Penthouse, baby. Penthouse players. Nobody was, dude, everybody else was pimping and doing that. They was low-level pimping. They wasn't Penthouse. Penthouse was real pimps. Player Ham, Tweed Cadillac, them some pimps with a microphone. Penthouse players click. I listen to them every single day of the week. I was like, man, I love everything they talking about. You gonna have to pay me. Oh, Pimp Sam's hold down ruined me. Can I do a separate video where I want to own a business? How do I structure the format, the ideas, and put it to use? That's a lot. Because you got to know what, first you got to find out is what you're doing bankable. You know, is it a hobby or is it a business? That's a hard thing to discover. You want to discover it before you spend money into it. So you got to find out what the niche is that you're doing, how you plan on doing it, or is it even bankable? The NBA don't respect the Rockets because they don't have any superstar. James Harden is very quiet. He has no character about him whatsoever. He's not light-skinned like Steph Curry. He's got this big old beard, and he's quiet. You know, he does a lot of dirty stuff like everybody else, hitting all these rats. But other than that, he's a really quiet guy. He's a nice dude. I mean, he just don't have the personality to stand out. They don't have a Draymond, a KD, you know, Steph, you know, when he hitting the three, getting all animated on the court. Harden scores, it's like, whatever. Okay, cool, high five. So they don't even promote that. They show you highlights of Steph Curry doing a Houston Rockets game. They show you highlights of LeBron James. Let's look at the top 5 dunks of LeBron James this career, this season. You'd be like, what does that have to do with this game? Why are we watching the top 5 dunks of this guy? So what they're trying to do is keep selling you the same thing because they're guiding you to think about Golden State and Cleveland. That's where their marketing dollars are going to go. Everybody else is going to fall into play. Russell Westbrook, the reason why they give him so much press and you get to see him because he plays so aggressive and he's so animated. It can sell that. Every time he gets a dunk, they could be down 25. He get a dunk. Ah! It'd be like, oh, that's the new commercial. Is Training Day 2 a good idea? No. Because Training Day 1, if people look at it, was the stupidest thing I've ever seen an intelligent person do. Lonzo. Okay, Lonzo. Would you gonna train somebody, a rookie, on the job, you gonna train him on the day you gotta do something to save your life from the Russians? We'd have took care of that, closed that account out, not the day of. Why you gonna wait till the day of to do that? We would have closed that account out with the crew I trust and already know this is a big thing because you need this to save your life. We ain't gonna do this when I gotta have the money by the same day. It's like, that don't even make no sense. Then to try to have him whacked and killed by some Mexicans in the game on the same day that he just was honored as a hero, after saying he took the shot. You ain't got to kill him because he can't say nothing because you already got his DNA on the thing. He gonna drop and have PCP in his system. So he know he ain't gonna say nothing. He already done took the credit for it with the press. So if he don't want the money, he just don't want the money. So a lot of that stuff had a lot of holes in it, but the movie was just so good, you ignored all that stuff. Nah, that first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was legit. That was legit, bruh. So, I don't know what they told you, but that first one was legit. Right, you actually got to see a real fight that wasn't CGI and none of that stuff. It was legit. Boston can't rebound when they have the wrong lineup in there. They go too small. So when they go too small, they have problems rebounding with certain players on the court. Like if they got Tristan Thompson, let's say they play Cleveland. If Tristan Thompson out there, he can get a lot of boards because of Cleveland. I mean, the way they play at Boston, they don't really have guys that's in the paint. So Brown and those guys got to battle for rebounds. So they lose on the offensive glass and they lose on the defensive glass. That's how they lost against Cleveland the first game of the season, basically. Sure, he is a waste of space. He's a Charlotte Hornet if I've ever seen. You know, his career gonna be Charlotte or Memphis Grizzly before it's all said and done. But he's out the league. Nah, I'm not home. I'm out here delivering gifts to kids. So I gotta get out of here though. I'll holler at you. It's your boy Karceno saying, y'all, thank you again. This has been a blessing of a day. I appreciate it.